Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, damn it, it's movie night. I got some movies to watch and stuff. But I just wanted to say this, man. Leading up to the Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, we got the lead up, we got interviews, we got old interviews, and everything that's going down. And of course, the underdog being Terence Crawford. I'm going for Terence Crawford, of course. I think he's going to win by decision. I'm going for him. I'm pulling for him, but this ain't nothing new. I've been pulling for Terence Crawford ever since he beat up Gamboa, right? Since then, I've been saying this dude is something special. So it's nothing different. If he's an underdog, then I'm going for him even that much more. The fact that the fight's happening in New Russia makes me going for him even much more. But my thing also too is like, I'm really, really digging about Terence Crawford, and it's been late, like the last 3 or 4 years. It's just understanding that he's aware of what's going on around him, right? He's aware of the landscape of boxing, how things are, how the media works, how the people in the internet works. He understands that he's in New Russia, and and things are not that he's not being treated fairly, and people are trying to. Not give him credit for what he does. And I just think that's important because, see, a lot of times you're surrounded, especially in this internet thing going on right now, it's a lot of, we got a different name for them, raccoons, house niggas, whatever you call it, the Samuel L. Jackson character in Django Unchained or whatever. These kind of dudes are really poison, right? And they happen. I don't know how you could even be that way, seeing as though what's going on politically is so obvious, it's in your face, that even if you were tendencies will go in that direction of being subservient, that right now you couldn't be, right? And being that way right now is really, really, it's like, really right now? I mean, if you're usually that way, but right now. So it's really, bad. And I know, I shouldn't be saying that right now, but because it's about boxing, but boxing's that way. I was just doing a video about him being booed and stuff like that, Terence Crawford. But whatever, man. Y'all gonna be that way. It's in your loins. And let me tell you something. Envy is a powerful drug. It's a powerful. You can't really do anything about your envy. I think you have to be taught to not be envious of others and get your own thing together, or envious of others, a whole culture, a whole group of people. It's this envy, and that's where this hate comes from. But it's just good to see that Terence Crawford understands, what's going on, and that's why you would just hope for the best because, this fight is a little bit, and it's unfortunate, it's a little bit bigger than a normal fight, right? And the only reason that's happening is because he's smaller, because Terence Crawford's smaller than Canelo. Demetrius Andrade was Canelo's size. If it was a 154, 160, or 168, and could never get the fight because he was talented and his size. That's what would happen to a guy his size of color, right? But this one's smaller, and so there's the element of Canelo being the favorite here. Canelo was never the favorite against Demetrius Andrade. That's why he didn't take the damn fight. Right? Demetrius Andrade is skilled too, right? Evasive, has power, coming at you, ain't running, so that could never happen. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing I always would say. He spoke English too, he spoke English too. You didn't have to put subtitles when you fight him. All those things Demetrius Andrade had coming to the table, he wasn't getting it. See what I'm saying? Because he was the same damn size. So we have to take this smaller guy, and that's why, the fight, if Canelo wins, is not as big as a thing. Not to me. I understand other people, whatever, but I still am upset about the Demetrius Andrade thing because his career couldn't even go how it should have because they allow somebody to avoid him. So, yeah, this fight is happening because Terence Crawford's smaller. So, I think we should be, most of us, going for the smaller guy, right? Of course. But like I said before, one of the biggest things for me leading up to this fight is the fact that Terence Crawford's being more popular. More people have found out of what he has been doing up until now because the mainstream media was hiding it from you guys, and the fact that he's aware of his surroundings. Those are important things, even more important than the fight. I've told you guys up until now, the fight is anticlimactic. It's really that it's cool that's happening, for entertainment value, which we're going to watch. But for me, what was more important was that the world knows, and they told you now for the last 2 months, how good the world and the best boxers think about Terence Crawford. And you can't take that back anymore because it's documented. That is more important. Dope Sports Talk Worldwide. It's movie night. And I'm up out of here, y'all.